So Saturday night I was hanging out with my family, and one of my sons says, "Hey, you know what's on TV?" And we said, "What?" And he said, "Skyscraper Live." And I wasn't really sure what that was about, so we flicked it on, but it was Alex Honnold. Now, I know Alex Honnold pretty well because he was the one that years and years and years ago gave my wife and I the formula for raising our strong-willed kids. And years and years and years ago, he's a free solo climber, and what that means is a free solo climber is a person that climbs mountains, and in this case skyscrapers, with no ropes whatsoever. So one false move and he dies. And years and years and years ago, maybe, I don't even know now, 15 or 20 years ago, I found my first article on Alex Honnold, and I discussed it with my wife, and he said really, really, really hard things can be done. And in this case, he was talking about free solo climbing mountains with no ropes if you do three things. And you know, when he said that, I'm like, okay, raising strong-willed kids is really, really, really hard. How do we do it well and, you know, like not die, which is what he would do if he fell off the mountain, right? And he said three things you need to do. First, get trained. Second, make one good decision. And third, don't freak out. And if you think about that, you know, get trained to be a parent. What does that mean? Well, every child is unique. Every situation is unique. So my wife and I came up with our own little formula, a framework for basically training ourselves with our own kids and our own family and our own Shelly and I's misgivings. And secondarily, make one good decision. Alex Honnold says to climb the mountain, he doesn't think about the very top of the mountain, or in this case, the top of the skyscraper. He thinks about his very next move. What is his very next move going to be? And he makes that one good decision. He just does that over and over and over. And then the third thing is don't freak out. And that's really hard when things go wrong or we have difficulties. Not to panic, or my wife used to call it be frantic. She didn't like that at all. She knew when parents got frantic, things went horribly wrong. And so we developed a framework for those three things. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. If you haven't seen Skyscraper Live, go watch it. But make sure you have a towel, because your hands and your feet are going to get super sweaty, even though you know he's not going to die. Anyway, have a great day. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.